Oh, 100%. Absolutely, I do. And the reason I think I'm going to get it is because I'm the best guy. And it ain't close. You have to connect with a football team. You have to connect with your fan base. And the way they play, that's the most important thing. Not just the X's and O's and all that. Look, this Ben Johnson, I love him. I absolutely love him. But I'm a better candidate for this job.
I know I'm going to remember to put the audio. I already cut it. I just got to edit the audio. Rex Ryan says he's a better candidate for the Jets job than Ben Johnson. I'm like, my whole thing, I love Rex Ryan. I love the Jets team that they was playing with when they went to the AFC Championship game with the butt fumbler as a quarterback. But, you know, you already had that position, Playboy. And I love Rex on TV, bro. So I love Rex Ryan. You know, remember on Hard Knocks, he tore into the Jets and said, let's go get a snap. So, yeah, he's just one of those defensive coaches that just didn't care shit about offense. They know how to break down defense for every quarterback. But, you know, don't know what to look for in a quarterback that's nasty work. Or how to find a quarterback. But, you know, is he a better fit for the job? I mean, he's been there before. I guess you could play that side of it. He's been the coach before. You know, he's gonna get him an identity defensively. And defensively, they got the pieces. The question is, offensively, what you gonna do? And the coaches that just give a fuck about this is where coaches get in trouble. And this is what you love about Mike Tomlin, what you love about John Harbaugh, what you love about Dan Campbell. And they say, well, you ain't never called plays, and you ain't never did this before, and that make you lesser of a head. That don't make you lesser as a head coach. Do people understand the aspect? And this is where one of the things Rex is probably going to be making his favor. Do you understand one of the things about being the head and the boss or something? Yes, you have to know how to do some of the jobs, you know, on the job, but you can get by not doing nothing, not knowing how to do any of the jobs to the proficiency level of the people that you're leading, because you are a socially inclined person. You know how to socially communicate. Yes, it's a social leadership. That's all bosses, and for the most part, it's socially, it's communicate. Making sure somebody do something, getting your way across, balancing personalities, you know, working with people that you may not necessarily like, knowing how to push this button, you know, socially being fluent, being able to, chill with the veterans, being able to chill with the black guys, the white. It's a social job. So you can have all the X's and O's and be a fucking failure at the position. You can have all the X's and O's and be a failure at the position. Mark my BS. But you cannot be a Pacific X's and O guy, but be a great head coach and be a strong leader, because you know how to galvanize men. You know how to get them to move as one unit. You know how to get them to run through a wall. You know how to manage. Also, it's a management job. You're managing somebody in the ditch right there. You know, hit this fucking roll sign. You know how to manage, you know, time. You know how when the bus coming. You know how to manage personalities, schedules. You know, and one of the coaches that tend to fail is where I was going at, for I kind of sidetracked myself. One of the coaches that tend to fail at these type of jobs are coaches that just strictly care about one side of the ball. And also time management. Them are some of the coaches that tend to fail. Them are some of the coaches that tend to fail. Steve Spurrier, I don't care about football. Defensive coordinators, defensive head coach. I'm the offensive head coach. I make the final decision. Rex Ryan, I don't care shit about offense. I just want to do defense. Them motherfuckers tend to fail. You have to be the voice. Then you got to manage the coaches. So you got to be able to lead, manage, be a socially great. And that's before we talking about X's and O's. All these football guys, they know X's and O's. I guarantee you. Because you call plays, it don't make you a great coach. Man, I would argue that's not even the top 3 things you need to be a head coach. Is play calling. No. You know what I'm saying? You have to be socially inclined. You have to be a good manager. You have to be a leader. Them are 3 more important things than calling plays. Most of the times, a lot of them coaches also who come in, they want to call plays and still manage the team. You got special teams, you got practice squad, you got personalities, you got all these sides of the ball, these different players. You're the overseer. You're the overseer. So, you're the overseer. You can't just worry about one side of the ball. You can't worry about one. Come on. So, in a way, he's done it before. And he said he loved Ben Johnson. If you were hearing the audio, he loves him. But, he won a second crack at it. And for the most part, if I'm Ben Johnson, if anything of those, some of those things is true coming out that New York Jets organization, why the fuck would I want that job? Let's keep it real. Why would I want that job? I'm so tempted to get over in this snowstorm. I'm going to do it, Johnny. And every time I go get a car, I'm like, I'm going to go get a truck. I'm going to go. And they get mad. I come back with a car. I can deal with it. Some promises made in there. Kids gonna stay out of my business. Mad not gonna be involved. For y'all who probably didn't hear the reports, it's nasty out here. It's nasty out here. I think some people say this is the best time to teach your teenagers and people who don't know how to drive. My grandma didn't get her license until she was 50 something, her mid or late 50s. But she was from New York, so they didn't have to drive. New York City. It's kind of like, we got people who don't know how to stay in both, don't know how to stay in their lane. Going through these bridges and ramps and shit, that's the dangerous part. For whatever reason, they just immune to fucking salt. They're immune to salt. Oh man, traffic get nasty right here. Immune to salt. The bridges and no fucking ramps be slick as hell. Just take your time on this shit. That's what I learned. Take your time. Take your time, you'll be fine. You can't control what everybody else going through. Can't control it. You can't stop doing it. So you're getting over. Keep trying to get over. But yeah, maybe I wouldn't want the job. There had to be some promises and some control and a lot of zeros. So yeah, man, maybe I wouldn't mind to see Rex go back to the Jets. It ain't a bad job when you look at the roster. They got pieces, but you don't got the quarterback. That's the problem. You want to go to places that got the quarterback, who are in position to get the quarterback that that's good. Real talk. And if, let's give Brad Holmes his flowers. He did a lot of evaluation. He's with the Ram organization for a long time. He did a lot of evaluation with Jared Goff. What's the first thing he went out there and did? You know what I'm saying? He went out there and got Jared Goff. And that's another, I think this is on my head to put this in my notes, which obviously I'm in a snowstorm, which hopefully I don't forget. But it kind of been on my mind, like, would the Lions had this success with Stafford, with this regime? Would they would have had this success? And I think it's a reasonable question. People might say, Stafford is more talented, and I think it's a key point people missing in this. The nucleus or true mechanism people missing in this. I'm talking about that. But hey, check out the True Lions Talk playlist. Hit the link tree. Follow your X, Facebook, Instagram, if you need to reach out, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, CJ Good, 313 PayPal, link in the description. All that's in the link tree.